Hi everyone, Laurel Mintz here, GP of Fabric VC. Unfortunately, we need to have a pretty serious conversation today. Obviously, we know that there have been all kinds of DEI program cuts, and I want to talk about what you can do and how you can still show up for those who need our support. Now, I've gotten this conversation quite a bit, obviously, because of our fund focus. And I say two things to people when we start to have this dialogue around DEI and, oh my God, are you so scared? What's happening? Do you think you can still get this done? And the first thing is, people are so angry right now that those who were on the fence and who were waiting to see what was going to happen are showing up and writing checks. So I wouldn't say this has been a good thing, but it's certainly created some forward momentum for the fund because people feel like if they can do good and do well in the same check, then that's a win-win, and they are voting with their dollars against this anti-DEI rhetoric. So that's number one. The second one is, I think it's actually freed up quite a bit of our time, because if you know who we are and what we stand for, and you are on the other side of it, you're never going to show up in a room with me. So it's actually kind of linearized the process for us in terms of who shows up in the room with us. And for that, I'm actually very grateful. But I would say from a macro perspective, what you can do as an individual is actually very impactful. And here's a couple things that we think that we can do as a collective and as an individual to stand up and show our country what you stand for. Number one, calling out the companies that have pulled their DEI or scraped their DEI content from their websites. Companies like Ford, McDonald's, and Walmart. I'm not going to curse on this, or I'm not going to flip anyone off, but if I was going to, you know exactly which finger I would be showing you right now. Vote with your dollars. There is nothing more powerful than as an individual deciding where you're going to put your money. That is an incredibly powerful thing, and frankly, one of the only ways that corporates listen. Number two, be an advocate. Show up, call your Congress, go to meetings, get involved in your local organizations. If that's your vibe, make sure you get involved, because now is the time. It's more important than ever before, as you all know. Number three is join together. Become a part of groups. Get on these calls that we have with other amazing, diverse founders. Get involved in the pitch days. Just become a part of this community in a much bigger and bolder way. I think oftentimes we sit by the sidelines and we think, well, my actions aren't going to have impact. I think that we're very clear that every single individual can have an impact in what the outcome is from these terrible initiatives. Of course, find the outliers. Make sure you're finding the companies and corporates that are doing good work. Between you and me, I am so glad that Costco isn't amongst these corporates that are pulling DEI. I don't know what I would do, but there's a lot of really great brands out there that are saying, you know what? Absolutely not. We're not going to be strong-armed. We are not going to feel pressure to be anyone other than who we are. And I actually think that there is a really important marketing message in that, because if you're going to waffle and flip back and forth depending on who's in office and who's in power, what do you really stand for? Did you ever really stand for that to begin with? So I think that we're really seeing with very clear eyes now who is showing up for us and our community and who truly isn't. And then the final piece is, of course, continuing to have these conversations. This is not a one and done. We have 4 years of this. So whatever side you stand on, I hope that you stand on the side of good and ethics and building a better future that is inclusive.